Living in this state of consciousness, being plugged into Source, is living life with the knowledge that all eyes in the entire universe are on us at all times. That we are not alone, nor have we ever been alone. That we are with God. And we are going through things in our journeys to remembering who we are, our eternal souls, the light and the truth of who we are and why we're here. It is a commitment to God's highest alchemy and healing from our earth traumas and remembering why the devil was so jealous of us in this life. Why the attacks had to be so brutal. For us to go through all that darkness so that we could embody our highest light and potential. That's what it took for us to have this divine remembrance, and it was worth it in our alchemy. We took it all to God, and God gave it back to us. We remembered the truth, that we are the light, and we are the ones who are here to break the curse and to eradicate these parasites from siphoning on humanity and our divine energy on this planet, in the universe. We are the quantum warriors sent from the future to awaken right now in the physical, breaking through dimensions of consciousness to bring the truth and the light of why we're here. Time is so precious, and we're eternal. We can do so much while we're here, and that's why we broke through so quickly, was so that we could change the course of history and bring God back through and help lead our light into the golden age, to heal the world, to be vessels of the light, to reclaim our divine powers, and to live and fulfill our sacred missions on earth. Now is our time. The whole universe is supporting us and blessing us. We have all the blessings and divine support and guidance that we need. So we are living the embodiment of God's highest plan for us. We are our highest selves, and we are living our destiny. Through our awakenings, we are changing the world. We are the portal to the golden age. Each of us, when we open our hearts and we heal and we let God in, we become a vessel for Him. We are so loved. And I'm so happy for this light and for this love. Whatever happens on earth, I'm completely okay with, because it's God's highest plan. But as long as I'm here, I'm going to continue to live in alignment with my highest self and to ascend and fly higher and higher and find higher alignments in my life so that I can do as much good as I can while I'm here. Nothing can stop the love that is in my heart, that God is powering this shift through me. I am remembering I'm just grateful for all the blessings and miracles that God's working through me. But when I think of that, I see so much potential, because everyone can have that. Everyone can heal and live in the quantum and understand how blessed and gifted we all are. So we get to heal ourselves and live our lives as conscious creators of it. We are no longer a victim or being hijacked energetically from vampires or entities that are out to siphon from us and steal our light. We have transcended, and the old rules and fear tactics have no power over us any longer. Every moment of every day, I am plugged into God, and I am remembering more and more of the beauty and the love that we are. We are connected to all of it, the entire grid. All lightness, all dark. It is all unfolding for our highest growth. So to be awake is to be in a constant state of gratitude. To know that we are with God. And that nothing can happen to us that is not in alignment for our highest will, for our highest alchemy. So God has us exactly where we need to be when we're supposed to be there. So we have to learn to be infinitely patient and trusting, because divine timing feels like forever when you are in human form. But in the grand spectrum of it all, the divine master plan the wait was necessary. As we've been readying ourselves for this, we had to truly feel worthy and remember the love that we are made of. So many miracles have gotten me here, and I feel like I've witnessed the most insane experience in this universe, and I think that I have. I will make movies and write books of my story. The world needs to hear of this journey, of these experiences, of this magic and this alchemy. And I'm living it in multiple dimensions. I'm grateful because God has never left me. Everything God is doing on a micro and macro level is for me to have higher consciousness and awareness of my gifts as a manifester and creator of my life. My highest timeline is me teaching, helping others, sharing my story, sharing my blessings and gifts, and giving back everything that darkness has done to try to destroy me or to stomp out my light. I have alchemized, and I am using these struggles and this life experience to make something good of it, to help others, to shine the light, and to help others who are going through these tactics and these manipulations from these entities. We are helping each other level up in multiple dimensions. And that is our sacred birthright, to get back all the powers that the devil tried to take from us. Nothing can stop the blessings that God is unfolding for us. We are infinitely loved, therefore we are infinitely powerful. God is empowering us to create such a ripple effect in the universe that this world will forever be changed through our alchemy, through our awakening, through the blessings. And that is why God has made me wait for this, why I've had to go through all these attacks to come out as a warrior and to be truly crowned in honor for escaping hell. and remembering my soul and my mission on earth. These downloads are coming in so rapidly lately, and sometimes I want to retreat because I feel like it's just more than I was ready to think possible. But God is doing it. Anyway, I just have to let it happen and remember it's unfolding so beautifully that I'm not even worried about how things are going to happen in the 3D anymore. God's got total say over it. And everyone's lives are scripted by the divine for them to experience things and awaken in their divine timing. It's not a race, it's not a competition. Jealousy or envy is the silliest thing in the world because God loves us all. But if we don't see that because we don't like the light in others, then we are casting darkness upon ourselves. And that's one thing that I hope and pray that humanity wakes up and realizes, that they are the darkness that they project onto others. But instead of owning that and walking in their shadow, they try to throw it on someone else. So listen to what people tell you about themselves by what they say about others. Starseeds, light workers, light warriors, chosen ones. I am so proud of all of you and the alchemy and the fight that you've been working to try to help awaken and heal others and to get them to see the timeline that the dark forces are trying to get us to go through. You know, our souls have awakened in divine timing because that is God's plan for us. It's our earth school lessons. We are the graduates to that alchemy. We jailbreaked our eternal souls from the third dimension. We have won the holy war. And we have given our hearts to God to alchemize all the darkness we went through into light. We wouldn't have been able to embody this much light if it weren't for the darkness. we are chosen to come into this realm pure and sacred and holy, and to go through darkness, tumble down the rabbit hole, and then find out that you are the light on the other side of it all. It is a magical, amazing adventure. This reality simulation because it's all God. Everything. I feel at peace. Because the light is here. It's inside of chosen ones. And the hearts of all God's creation. I'm not here to be anything but a participant of this life experience that God and I agreed to doing. And I am just surrendering to the Most High and free falling to my truest potential, to my highest timeline, to my highest mission, and wherever I land is where God intends, as I know with 100% certainty that I'm not alone in this. Not alone by a long shot. I am surrounded in the universe. Because I've been through the inverted matrix of it. I have felt the most alone and misunderstood and misjudged and been demonized, and they have done everything to try to slander my name. Because the devil didn't want me to live my divine inheritance. But nevertheless, God never left me. Never left me. Through everything I went through. Everything I went through. I am so happy with God. I don't care about 3D anymore. I've been through it all. Yeah, and that's how I know that my blessings are coming. So I honestly just am so happy with God for this experience. That whatever happens next, I take the wheel, God. Your way is the only way I want to go. I'm not driving this, and I don't want to drive this. I surrender fully. And I'm just going to be here to be a vessel for you. And to shine when you ask me to. And to work my alchemy internally when you ask me to. And live in that balance, my divine flow of energy, connected, one in my lineage, in my bloodline, and to my sacred soul. And I will continue to rise and rise and rise and rise higher than the devil ever thought possible. And nothing and no one will ever be able to stop me. Because it is God. And every day I'll grow stronger and remembering my sacred birthright as a queen. I have awakened so quickly, and I am experiencing multiple dimensions and blessings, and I am receiving love from other amazing soul family in the universe and incredible souls who've incarnated here many times like me. And I'm seeing the timelines and how they interconnect, and it is beautiful in the big picture. So many wanted to try to limit me and put limits on me in this life. And that's why I am infinity. That's why I had to be. And the fact that I came here so feminine and small in my earth vessel. I'm only 5 feet tall. And it's funny. Our blessings with God and our stories that we scripted. I feel like I want to meditate and get a little higher and in my vibration right now. But I feel really, really free in my energy. Because I don't feel any constrictions whatsoever trying to pull me out of alignment with my divine feminine energy and my healing. So much upgrading is going on. So much upgrading. I think I'll do supplements tonight, and I haven't been doing full supplements lately. But I think I'll do it for me and Kevin tonight. And we'll say our prayers together and do some energy clearing, because I think that would be good for us right now. There is a divine flow to things, and sometimes you need to sit in your own shadows to really want to rise into a more pure version of yourself. There is a balance. There's always a constant balance. We are alchemists of our ships. We are sacred vessels from God. You know, and one thing that I wish that they wouldn't do to us is when they don't get their way over our energy, they demonize us. It's like, no, you were the parasite all along. And by you demonizing us, you showed your true colors. Is that you were the demon. And that we were always in our power and in our light. And that God removed you from our lives for a reason. To protect us. And I'm grateful for the protection in my life. I'm grateful for my angels and my ancestors, because I'm healing more than just myself. I'm healing them too. All of us working together to alchemize freedom in all dimensions is a sacred mission from God. They are extremely protective of me for a reason. Yet, despite the warnings they were given, they still chose to attack. And God said, "Touch not my anointed." That they just couldn't help themselves. I've survived numerous attacks in this life, and I am here by so many miracles that I just smile through it, because I know that the God protecting me is stronger than the devil attacking me. This is the end. The Truman Show is over. I awakened. I remembered. I took back my power. I see behind the curtain now, and I know this mind control experiment, this story unfolding, I'm living this ride in the mode of a creator. I'm just blown away by God. I am receiving constant upgrades in the quantum. I want to do more. I want to keep going in this. I want to manifest and materialize abundance into my life. I want to live the life that I truly deserve as a queen, as someone who has transcended and won the war in the battle for our souls. I guess I just want the world to be ready for me, because I'm here and I don't want to waste time anymore. I want to do more. We are inheriting so much in the divine. It's going to come back to us. God has chosen us, and it is coming back. We are living in abundance with God, and it will materialize on earth just as it is in heaven. But we are ready for old systems to collapse. We are not just ready for it, we are willing it to collapse. Because us collapsing the old systems is making it real. That people will see what God is doing is for us. They will understand that the old needs to collapse in order for us to give birth to something beautiful. And we must believe in our hearts that we are worthy of it. You are worthy of it. Everything that they told you you couldn't have. We can't have a perfect world. We can't. No, they were lying. Money isn't real. And it was designed to enslave us. I will not go back to working a 9-to-5 job. I am working for God 24/7. And I want only alignment with those who are on God's highest frequency. Anything less from my truest and highest potential may not energetically siphon from my purpose. I have a black mirror, obsidian, my husband got for me as a gift, which I was kind of surprised about. But I've been looking on YouTube about divination spells and using black mirrors and what is it? Starts with an S. Anyways, there's some magic you can do with mirrors, and I look forward to having some fun with it. And I've just been holding it close to me for the energy and the protection. I've been missing obsidian, and I hadn't had some for a while. I used to have an obsidian wand I carried in my pocket, but yeah, no, not anymore. And it's actually quite nice. I've got some fingerprints on it now, but it comes in a nice box and bag. And I like to cuddle with my crystals and bond. I felt the need to rest today. I've had some emotional upheavals in this journey, and I feel uncertain about where things are going in my life and in this journey. I'm just leaving it all to God in this most incredible way. You know, I don't have an agenda, I don't have a plan. I'm just here, and I'm experiencing it just as everyone else is experiencing it. And in some way, I just feel that my remembrance with God is freeing me to where I'll never have to worry about anything ever again for the rest of my life. For any reason. So that's how high I'm going. So I've healed the most to gain the most. And that was always my alchemy. Devil can't rob me of the blessings that God has already answered for me. It's already happened. I just haven't fully experienced it in the third dimension yet. But we are all sacred mirrors for each other. Everything in this world is a mirror. We see ourselves. Not too many can see others. Until they're ready to see themselves. Not enough have the courage to look within, to see what they truly reflect. And that's why they project. And the brightest lights in this world trigger projections of darkness, of fear. Because they are not ready to meet those parts of themselves that they repress. But behind those doors are where you find all your blessings, where you meet all your potential. So, God rewards courage. Know thyself. Open those doors. Meet yourself. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. as it will come out of you. And stop you from your blessings. You gotta see things for how they truly are. And be honest with yourself. What are you manifesting? What are you doing to add to this world, to leave behind as your legacy? So, for the next chapters of my life, here's what I see unfolding. I think that opportunity, multiple opportunities are going to be flying my way. And I will receive donations for creating healing missions and New Earth sanctuaries, places where we can go back to the garden and living in purity with Mother Earth. And healing our hearts with Divine Mother. And so many in this world are awakening and wanting safe places where we don't have to be enslaved to a parasitic system anymore, where we can be free to vibrate high and to allow nothing to limit us from our true divine potential, from unlocking all of our sacred blessings with God. We are upholding a higher vibrational frequency for our tribes and for our communities. Our souls are royal family of God. that is why we've been so healed. So we will be living the rest of our lives in our divine inheritance and constantly receiving and ascending higher and higher with the love of God. And we will receive more and more abundance in our lives so that we can give to others. So no one is living in lack anymore, and we are all able to work together in our humanitarian efforts. Because everyone has been hurt in this world, and everyone can heal. And that is the way. Well, thought I'd share some of my downloads, but I kind of have been talking for an hour, but that's good. I'll go ahead and post it. I'm just having a nice day sitting with it and talking to God and feeling things and releasing things. I let go of anything and everyone who's not in alignment with me and my highest good and my highest growth. And, I'm just letting God flow through me and everything in my life. If it doesn't flow, then it's gotta go, is my new motto. I need to do some stuff in the earth realm, but today I need to rest. And I am worthy, I am grateful, I am receiving, I am open to the constant blessings and miracles that God is unfolding for me. This is a brand new book. This is Genesis of New Earth. I am infinity, the living embodiment of all past, present, future, the divine feminine, the embodiment of God's highest love. I think that it's gonna be fun. I think I'm already having fun, in fact. I'm just gonna keep manifesting more and more fun so that everyone will be happy again and feeling worthy of the love from Creator and the universe. It'll be so much fun that we can really rise in our frequency and unlock our gifts and then signal down our galactic star families, our extraterrestrials, to join us and celebrating our blessings and these holy miracles from God. We're unlimited in our potential. We can get back everything they stole from us, and we will. Our divine inheritance, everything that they've stolen and that they're keeping hostage at the Vatican, that's all ours. So we'll get it all back, and nothing can stop us. And We are the ones. Some seriously epic stuff to find out. I think that the golden age is already here. It's happening. It's happening. I trust it. I trust what God is doing right now. And I know that it had to be in this timing. It had to be like this right now. That these are the optimal settings. And why everything I went through was necessary for me to embody my highest light. I am piloting the ship. I see that God is doing so much for me. I'm just really, really blessed. And I'm gonna get back to my life outside of talking to whoever's out there. Hello. To my soul family, I love you. Everything I did was for you. Everything. And we got here. And we're breaking through the dimensional walls. To rewrite the code and show what is possible. It's every day God is doing more to help me see into it, and I have not a worry in my heart anymore at all, because it's all happening for me. I am always attracting abundance into my life, and I am always receiving the love and support that I deserve. The devil tried to make me doubt that. Tried to create scarcity and lack so that I wouldn't understand my spiritual abundance with God. I'm ready to have a home, some land, and a garden. I would want to turn it into a sanctuary where I can have visitors who are chosen ones, who are cool, sovereign souls. They come with their blessings and their divine energies, and we have our blessings and our divine energies. And we share our gifts, and we share our abundance, and we share our blessings, and empower each other in our missions, and that will be New Earth. Is that everyone lives in a flow of sovereignty with Mother Earth, not being parasitic on her, and giving back to our ecosystems, and loving ourselves and our bodies, our communities, our loved ones, and looking out for one another, making sure everyone has the resources they need to live their best lives, including education, clean, healthy organic food, clean water, herbs and teas and medicines that are natural, that help the mind and help the body and help us heal and vibrate with as much God and love as possible. You know, we should be healthier, everyone, and doing more to help others be healthy. You know, we shouldn't have a world where there's homelessness anymore. All these things were of the old world, and New Earth is going to be more abundance, all abundance, and that we will not be in lack for anything, and that people won't be greedy because of it, because lack is what creates greed, scarcity, and in a sovereign world there won't be scarcity and lack. But we will also want to get off the poisons and the chemicals and the unnatural things that are not organic to Mother Earth and to our highest healing. Anything that lowers our vibration is going to not be desired, because everyone is going to connect to Source and to their gifts in the quantum. We won't squander our divine inheritance on, superficial gains or short-term gratifications. We will be sovereign in our energies and how we spend it and how we treat our sacred vessels for God. It is an honor to be a vessel. And how we treat ourselves and how we allow others to treat us determines our worth. And we must uphold ourselves to who we really are, to what we deserve, and not settle for less because we're afraid of being alone or we have to look out for ourselves, and if we don't, we will certainly be punished for it. And that is the truth. As I have experienced in my life, where I have been used by the dark forces and attacked by them, I have learned that I should have followed the advice of my spirit guides right away with certain people. And I shouldn't have hesitated or waited for them to show who they really are and for their masks to fall off. But, I did. I stayed there. I experienced it. I saw their masks fall off, and I saw that their will was evil. And now I am so protected because of what I've healed that my ancestors, my God, my angels, they don't play about me. I would not want to be someone that hurt me, especially intentionally or willfully. I would not want that karma. But I don't carry that, and I let it go because I am on my highest timeline. And everything that the devil threw at me, I alchemized into light for my highest good and for the highest good of all of humanity, all of us. That's why we do it. Suffer the most to gain the most. Hurt the most to heal the most. Alchemists are pretty intense, and I am no exception. It's hard for people to see past the 3D to see the soul that is within someone. And sometimes, people aren't ready to see it until they meet that within themselves. And I get it. I'm not for everyone. I know that. And I'm more than cool with that, honestly, because I don't want to vibrationally align with anyone who's going to see me as a mirror for what they don't want to see within themselves. I am the light, and I've had enough projections thrown at me, and it is not mine to heal. So return to sender on those energies. I know that I'm sovereign queen of God, and I am living in my divine kingdom, in my life, in my soul, in the seat of my soul, my throne. And I am crowned by the Most High. And we are living heaven on earth. Because we are the portal. We are the light. I'll never go back to shrinking in the matrix. And I want to be very clear about that. Incredibly clear. Are we crystal clear about that? I will not be a slave in this fucked up system. I know this sounds a little crazy if you're not awake, but you've got to trust me. Things are not what they seem. And there are angels in this world who love you, who have been fighting for you in multiple dimensions for a long time. And we've been through a lot of shit along the way. But our hearts remained true no matter what. So we've been fighting for you, for our freedom. And everything that we go through is all part of our training, preparing us for our highest mission in this new paradigm in the golden age. We have to raise our frequency to higher consciousness in order to embody our sacred mission from God and remember our souls. But after you do, you are sovereign. You are free. Nothing can stop what God is doing. The sooner you surrender to God, the faster we'll all get there. We are all one in God's glory, in God's light, in God's heart. And we've all played a part in this divine unfolding of events in this world, in all dimensions. We are not 3D, nor were we ever. So we are one with the light of infinity. Sometimes I am not sure if I want to be on social media and do this. That's always been the hardest part of it for me, is social media. My soul is so old, and this feels like I'm talking to my phone sometimes. And, it takes some getting used to. I'm used to people in front of me and talking to people heart to heart and looking in their eyes and connecting. But, it's still nice to have it as an outlet, to be able to put out video logs about my awakening and about what God is doing for me and showing me. And I realize that I'm a galactic celebrity and that they're all watching me. They're tuned into my channel. And because of that, they're empowering me to be the spiritual badass that I am. So they know me. They know how powerful I am. It's that I had forgotten. But God is willing me, demanding me to take it all back. So my standards grow higher and higher, and I am much more selective about who I align my energies with. It's not everyone can vibrate on my level. That's divine protection. And I am grateful for it. That the farther I go in this journey as a healer, as a shaman, is that lower energies cannot attach to me. As I vibrate way too high, that they are triggered immediately by my divine presence. It's wild to see, because people's faces, their masks come off. I see this happening, and God always shows me into it, gives me insight. What can I say? It's weird, but I only tell you the truth because I love you. I can only show you the door. It is you who has to walk through it. Okay. I'm gonna go for real this time. I love you guys, and I always send you my prayers and my blessings through God. And may everyone believe in their highest vision and manifest it into reality. What is your mission? Bring it. I love you. God bless you. All of these miracles are unfolding for us. You are worthy. God bless you. I love you.